What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Charge It Up. For today's video, we're going to do a review on the Model X Frunk Cooler from evanx.com. Let's go. I did a video when I first got the Frunk Cooler from evanx.com. If you haven't seen that, I'll put the link up in the corner and I'll put it down in the description below as well. I have had a chance to now use it 2 or 3 times, and I'm just going to be completely honest about what I think about the cooler. Is it useful? Is it not? And let's go from there. The Frunk is a great thing to have, especially for grocery shopping or road trips. It just gives you some more space to actually store things, which in my opinion is great. Having the Frunk Cooler is actually adding to that, which is actually a little bit better. So very simple, just put it in. It doesn't move around or anything like that because actually it's a rectangle form. Considering that the Model X Frunk is not completely rectangle, you got some space on the left side and the right side here. If you close it, zip it up, you can still store some things on top. What I usually do is whenever I have this filled, I actually put some other stuff underneath it and then I bring it up so it actually sits a little bit higher. So it actually sits a little bit higher instead of sitting on the mat, but that's just my preference because I don't like squishing things on top of the cooler. Again, totally my preference. Also depends on what you're actually carrying in the cooler as well. So let's go ahead and fill this guy up and I'll show you guys what I mean and what I would actually do if I made this cooler. Now what I've done is I've grabbed some random drinks that are in the cabinet or stored away. Usually I don't just take this much drinks. It's usually filled with food. I just wanted to quickly fill this just to show you guys what I mean about the actual coolers. That is a lot of stuff. So we got a bunch of Coronas, we got some Summer Bee, we got some Gatorades, just obviously stuff that was in the garage. Now that's pretty full as is, and it's filled to the top pretty much. So what I usually do in this case is I take it. There are zippers on the side. It's actually caught because I'm not holding it properly here. So there's the zipper on this side as well. You can zip it up. You can actually even put it together like so if you want to hold it as a carrying case. I usually don't. And you even have the shoulder strap, but I don't recommend that either. Let's go ahead and take this over to the front and then I'll show you guys what I mean about how much space there is, even with this being full and nice and heavy as well. So let's go over there and show you guys. So still has the same amount of stuff in there. As you can see, before I put it in there, I'm holding it on the 2 sides because the way I've obviously packed it. It actually has a good sturdy base to it, so it's not crumpling or buckling in the middle as I pick it up, so I feel confident that it's actually going to stay there. So, for example, that is in the front. Let's put that right. So, that's in the front. That's actually full at this point. You got a lot more space that you can actually fill here and here. And again, like I said, another 4 or 5 inches that you can actually put on top of it as well. I like this cooler. We like using it a lot, especially for food stuff. So I like this cooler. I'm happy I bought it. It comes in use, and it's got another strap on top. You can throw some cooling packs. You can throw some other stuff in here, maybe some meat, I don't know. Anyways, but you can throw some stuff in there. I haven't actually thrown in there. It's usually pretty full as is. However, the one thing I would like, or I would change about this cooler, is if it was the actual height of the Frunk. And what I mean by saying that is let's say it comes up just under the seal and just under this port here. Even though it's like a triangular shape, I still would rather have that than to only have this much space as a cooler, and again the sides being open and anything like that. Because I don't know, I don't know if it's just me. Let me know if it's just me down in the comment section below. But in my opinion, yeah, I think I would like a deeper cooler that came up to the seal at least. So you know when you close it, you're not crunching it, but at the same time, at least up to here to come downwards. You know, like there's just so much more space and so much more cooler stuff that you could throw in there, like drinks. I like this cooler. We've used it a couple of times, as I mentioned before. Thumbs up, it's a good buy. I'll put the link in the description down below. Yeah, I like it. I like the cooler. We'll use it. We'll continue to use it. And to be honest, let's say I fill up the front with something else. It can also, because it's a rectangle shape, I can actually put it in the second row or the trunk. So it doesn't necessarily just have to be in the front. If it was the actual same shape as the front, yeah, I definitely would obviously love if it was the actual entire thing for the cooler, but it's not. But regardless, it's still useful. I like it. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. That was my honest review of the Frunk Cooler from Evanox.com. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. And hit that notification bell for future videos on the Model X and the R6. Until next one, guys.